First Deputy Speaker of the House, Joseph Osei-Owusu, says the hung parliament has resulted in the worst performance of the House. Now, the chamber on Thursday was again forced to adjourn sittings due to the concern of lack of quorum by the MPs for Tamale North, Alhassan Suhuyini, to consider the Ghana Commission for UNESCO Bill 2022. Speaking to journalists, the Speaker, or the First Deputy Speaker, Joseph Osei-Owusu, expressed in the strongest term his displeasure with the continuous adjournment of sittings over the lack of quorum.
The First Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Joseph Osei-Owusu, was on Thursday compelled to adjourn sittings due to the lack of the required numbers of 92 legislators in the chamber to conduct major business activities, such as the Ghana Commission for UNESCO Bill 2022. During the consideration of the bill, the Member of Parliament for Tamale North, Alhassan Suhuyini, raised concerns about the lack of quorum.
Matters in Parliament shall be determined by the votes of the majority of members present and voting, with at least half of the members of Parliament present. Mr. Speaker, we are taking a decision right now.
Let's not reopen this matter. We have argued it over again. Can you resume your seat, please? Can you resume your seat? Both of you. Kindly resume your seat, everyone. Honorable, you.
Leadership. This is a display of bad faith on your part. It's a display of bad faith on your part. Because we didn't hide anything from you. We didn't hide anything from you. Speaker, at the conclave, we came to a conclusion. The items or businesses that we needed to transact. And amongst them were critical bills. The wildlife bill, and then later on, we concluded on the UNESCO bill. And I communicated to my colleague, there is no surprise element here. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Look, if you have some other motive, let's know. Because the path you are blazing, you are taking everybody for a ride. Why? So we can't do business.
I think my colleague went too far when he suggested that we went to conclave to take a decision, and we are reneging on that, Mr. Speaker. Indeed, at conclave with you, we decided what are we going to do today. And we decided, but Mr. Speaker, at conclave, I couldn't tell whether we will get 92 people in the chamber before agreeing with you, Mr. Speaker. I had no control over how many people will be in the chamber when you come into the chamber. So my colleague should not make it as if the two of us actually made a decision that we will make sure 92 people are available for us to make a decision. I can understand the public is watching. You are right, Mr. Speaker, when you said that when you counted the number of people on both sides, we don't have the number. Mr. Speaker, let it be not said anywhere that we decided to do business and somebody came to the chamber and decided not to do business. We just did not have the numbers to take a decision, and let it be like that.
Other members, the total number of the votes clearly shows that we don't have the numbers to take a decision. 46 plus 27 takes us to 73. So the number of MPs present at this time is 73. We can't take a decision.
The First Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Joseph Osei-Owusu, after the adjournment of the House, addressed the media, expressing his displeasure with the minority's continuous call for adjournment due to the lack of quorum for business activities to take place, saying that the hung Parliament has contributed to the worst performance of the House.
Business that requires a decision may suffer. But you see, we have decided to do politics rather than business. I'm saying it, that this equal number of Parliament has brought the worst in MPs. I've repeated it, I will repeat it again. This Parliament, the 8th Parliament, has made the least number of laws. We have not cooperated as we did in the past. We have cooperated over the years because we understand the challenges. First, that business called consideration is very boring and it is very technical. So it's only a few people who got used to and learned over the years who were often in the chamber. When I joined, they used to call it delete and insert.
When it gets to the lit and it said, many people leave the chamber. But we never used the absence of our colleagues from the chamber to defeat the purpose and the substance and the work. Today, young people are in control. They look at things differently from the rest of us. So it is good for them, even when their leaders agree to do it. Check out, it's always people from the backbench who come to raise these issues, not the leaders. What it means is that, indeed, at this time, in the Parliament of Ghana, leaders don't have control. The backbench have control.
Reacting to the comments made by the first Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Joseph Osei-Owusu, the Member of Parliament for Tamale Central, Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, says the minority was only adhering to the provisions of the Constitution and the standing orders of Parliament.
The Supreme Court ruling is very clear that you must have at least half or more than half of members of Parliament present. What we simply did is to demand that things be done in accordance with the Constitution and the standing order. So if you describe that as trying to create problems in the House, I really don't think that we are being fair to the MDs.
Reporting from Parliament, my name is Ni Ayikwe Okain for Citi News.